We welcome to the Raw Recap the one and the only all ego Ethan Page. Ethan, how are you, man?
I'm okay.
Why only okay?
I've already done this today. And I actually got to select my questions. And I was given enough time to prepare not only myself, but the interviewer or whatever interviewer, just like you guys. So this is very last minute. I feel unprepared, but go on. I'm a professional.
Well, I mean, I appreciate us you giving us the time, and
You should.
yeah, and I do. Well, I do. I think Megan does
Both of you?
Greatly
as well.
appreciate it. Yes.
Yeah,
Okay, perfect.
yeah.
And your jawline looks fantastic.
Okay. I see you watch the show.
So what is? He's right.
I do.
Yeah. Well, I guess we'll start here. What is the difference? You made this clarification tonight that it's not about ego, it's about confidence. What is the difference between ego and confidence from your perspective?
Look, I mean, the phrase all ego, very marketable, and you can understand exactly what I'm about the second you hear it. I mean, that's kind of how I operate. I'm very meticulous with everything and deliberate with everything. But if you're going to insult me by using the word ego in a descriptive way to belittle me, yeah, I'm going to definitely lock in and explain to you that this is not ego. This is not because of a insecurity. It's not a knee-jerk reaction coming from somebody who doesn't believe in themselves. No, I believe wholeheartedly with every ounce of me. I have been documented saying that I already believe that I am good enough to be the world heavyweight champion. I have chosen to go after the Intercontinental Championship out of respect to its lineage and what it represents in the history of this company. Took me over, I don't know, 20 years to get to Monday Night Raw? You know what? 19, 20 years. This is very important to me. I'm not doing this in my early 20s that I can, flub up or get arrested or fired. No, I'm 36 years old. This is it. Intercontinental Championship, and then off to the races, like every great before me. I was insulted by Michael Cole.
I understand. I get it. And I mean, you're right. For as long as you've been in the wrestling industry and as long as you've been working to get to the spot that you're in, it is good to hear the reverence that you have for the Intercontinental Championship and the kind of awareness. Is that something that, going over the last 2 decades that you thought about? I mean, for me as a fan, the Intercontinental title is something that is so associated not only with WWE and with people who have made a claim in WWE history, but I mean, that list of champions, those are the best wrestlers to have wrestled in WWE. Is that how you see this title?
Yeah, and then they always end up becoming the best world champion, whether it be WCW or WWE. These are all greats. These are all fantastic greats that end up having long historic lineages in this company. Wherever people came from, they all ended up here, and they all ended up with the Intercontinental Championship as the launching pad. It's factual. And I don't think Penta even understands what he's holding.
I mean, I don't know. I would have to ask Penta that question, but Penta is another person like you. I mean,
Bother
Penta
him for an interview next time. Don't bother me. You can ask him whatever you want. I'm sure he won't take the time to prepare questions like I did for Michael.
I didn't mean that to be insulting. All I meant was that when you talk about your story of how long it took you to get to Monday Night Raw, Penta has been on a roll here for a year and change, but Penta took a similar role. Penta also was involved, was wrestling everywhere for 15 years before he got to WWE and before he got to Monday Night Raw. Do you see
only 15?
Well, I don't know. I don't have the exact numbers in front
well,
of me.
good luck comparing when you don't know the details.
Ooh,
Okay.
that's tough.
I
Yeah.
just, yeah.
No, that's good. What did you watch an Instagram video and now all of a sudden you're an expert?
No, I'm not. I've tracked both of your careers. I'm a fan of everything that you guys have done, but I think there are similarities in the road that you took. And Penta is a unique opponent in the sense that most people that you'd be paired up with, or at least a lot of people, maybe they didn't have to fight as much as you had to fight to get to the spot that you're in WWE, but Penta did.
I guess. You know why he's a unique opponent?
Why?
None of us know who he is. And he's out here living his life, giving terrible advice to impressionable people, telling them zero miedo. I don't know if you speak Spanish, either of you. I don't know much about either of you, but that means zero fear.
Oh, yeah.
It's pretty asinine. Imagine living your life with zero fear. It's stupid. I send my kids out every single day with a worry. Be careful. Head on a swivel. That's how you survive. Penta sending all the youth, the WWE fans, what do we call this? The WWE universe? Yeah. Well, the WWE universe gets terrible advice from someone who hides their identity and doesn't stand behind what he says. Now, you guys don't like what I say. Most people don't. I'm okay with it. I've learned to be okay with that. But I do it with my face, my identity, and I own it all with a smile. And he paints his, hides his, and gets away with murder.
He's not wrong.
No.
Unique opponent, though. That's a good way to put it. People say I have propaganda and I know how to spin things, and yet look at the WWE. Look what they're doing for Penta.
So, Ethan, when you arrived on Monday Night Raw, you know, you illustrated earlier in this conversation how it's taken you almost 20 years to get here to Monday Night Raw. Was this Intercontinental Championship going after it? Is this just step one in Ethan Page making an impact on the main roster?
I mean, I'm here for everything. All of it. Everyone that you think I can't beat, I will beat. Every championship you think I won't hold, I will hold. Actually, not even what I want. What everyone else wants, I will have. That's just been the story of my life. I said it to Mike today in his interview. Some people are just born under the stars. Clearly, I was.
Yep. I mean, it must be nice.
It is. Dude, my father's been telling me that since the day I was born, and I've believed it. I truly was born under the stars. Hand selected.
I don't understand where you, like the lineage that you come from, where you go on one end, you say that you were raised to believe that you were born under the stars, but then the generation under you, you make them leave the house with their head on a swivel and a worry.
Yeah, not everyone is me.
Oh, wow.
It's also interesting because
Hold on. I have a question. I have a question.
Yeah.
What makes me special if everyone is the same?
Nothing would, if that were the case, if everyone were the same, nothing would make you special.
Yeah, so what, you want me to just start passing out secrets to everyone? My children included? How many families have you seen fall apart in the end?
A lot.
Huh?
A lot.
I might be raising my enemies.
That's actually quite, I don't know if it's smart or paranoid, but I will say that something that I was thinking about on the watching the way you've done business just over the last several.
By the way, can we pause?
Yes.
I feel very bad. She had a question she wanted to ask.
Thank
I
you.
interrupted her. You barely let her speak. It's more your show than hers. Please let her do it. Come on.
Thank you. I appreciate that. But I was just going to say how, I find it interesting that you come on here and you talk about this great respect that you have for the Intercontinental Championship and all of the greats who have held the Intercontinental Championship. Yet, in your instructions to Mike, as you call him, I call him Michael Cole, you said that you wanted to rename.
You're trying to climb the political ladder here. I couldn't give a crap about anybody in this company.
Wow.
But you said you wanted to rename the title the Ethan Page Championship after having all of this respect?
First of all, let me correct you by saying I don't respect the wrestlers. Okay.
Okay.
So you said I have all this respect in the world for all these greats before me. No, that's not true. I respect what the championship did for them. I'm going to do it better. I am going to take the Intercontinental Championship to places it's never been before.
It's been to a lot of places.
No, it has. It's been across. It's through multiple continents. Starting in Rio, coming back, all over the place. But what I've noticed about you, Ethan, and you talked about the meticulous way that you've been going about.
You guys notice a lot.
Well, that's our job. We're analysts. We got to notice everything so we can analyze it. That there have been, over the last few months, a lot of talent call-ups from NXT and a lot of fresh faces on the main roster. And there is a lot of discussion about where they came from. There's a lot of discussion about the fact that they're from NXT, a lot of discussion about the type of impact that they're making on the main roster. But for you, it feels like almost instantly you left all of that behind. For you have done an incredible job, actually, of immediately pushing a narrative forward where when Ethan Page comes out.
So look, this is the thing. This did not start when I debuted on Monday Night Raw. I have disagreed with this egregious phrase of call up or getting called up, or my least favorite phrase, the main roster. When I was in NXT, that was the brand that I worked for. That was the jersey that I wore, the team that I had to play for. Well, I've just been traded. When I wore the NXT jersey, still the best player on the field. I just wear a different jersey now. I've been dangerous in NXT. I will be dangerous on Monday Night Raw. And if for some reason they want to strike a deal and send me to SmackDown so I could take the belt from Cody, that sounds great too. Look, I said it and I'm going to do it. I want it all. And I wanted it all when I was in NXT, and it hasn't changed. I said this when I was there, and I'm so happy that I can say it while I'm actually in the seat that I knew I would take. There is no main roster. Wherever you put Ethan Page, it is the best show in the WWE.
Megan and I interviewed Penta in this room, and when he was in this room, he pointed to the wall where there's a replica of the WWE Championship hanging, and Penta said that he was coming for it all. Penta said that he was coming to be the world champion. Penta said, maybe not quite as combative in tone, but he said similar things to you about coming for all of it. With him entering this match with a very similar mindset to you. Yeah. What happens if you lose to Penta at Saturday night's main event?
Well, here's the thing. Penta looked at a replica championship and said he wants that. Well, you can go to shopwwe.com and get that. I looked at Penta in his stupid painted up face and said, I'm coming for your Intercontinental Championship. Very specific. I don't plan on buying one using my employee discount. No, thank you. I'll be taking Penta's championship, the Intercontinental Championship, not a replica. Yeah, we're much different.
I guess that's accurate. Well, Ethan, congratulations on the opportunity that awaits you at Saturday night's main event. Congratulations on your success thus far on Monday Night Raw, and the fact that it does seem that everything is going according to plan. It also feels like, before we let you go, you have brought out. Yeah, but then I remembered that I've again noticed that you brought.
Oh, you want more from Ethan Page? Just like a little more.
A little more.
You noticed again.
Well, it feels. I didn't mean to keep anybody waiting. It feels like you've brought out a little bit of a softer side in Rusev. It feels like true. You and Rusev are kind of getting along in a way that even Rusev didn't intend. Is this a legitimate friendship that we're seeing building, or is this manipulation?
Okay, well, this is offensive that you would bring up relationship issues on a public forum like this. Would you like me to ask you about your family? How's things at home?
For me, I mean, everything's fine. Everything's
okay.
good.
You know what?
Yeah.
Let me give you my thought process here. Okay.
Yeah.
What's the phrase? The enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Mm-hmm.
That's how it goes. Yeah.
Okay. Well, everyone in this building is an enemy. So when they're in the room with me, they're my friend.
I mean, it's sound logic. Ethan Page, all ego. Thank you so much for the clarification today. Good luck on Saturday night. And we can't wait to speak to you again here on WWE Now.
I wish the feeling was mutual, and I'm very happy that we are wrapping this up.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Good luck on Saturday.
You're so very welcome, both of you. Mm-hmm. And you should let her speak more, Sam.
Thank
you.
Be
a gentleman, please.
Not stopping her, but I appreciate that very much. Thank you for the advice.
Oh, it's coming off.
Okay. All right.
All right.
Okay.
Just wanted to let you know. Professional courtesy.
Well, thank you.
Moving this? Are we done?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Okay. They're wrapping me up here. I wanted to give you a little more time. I'm a very nice guy, but I'm done. Thank you. So see you later.
Okay.